drive together. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw is Ward. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Andrew McCurdy. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Intercepted. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Very good.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now back to throw. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him 9 on the play. And it'll be 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. The Eagles on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. They'll drop the throw. That is caught. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll look to throw. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Eagles have moved out in front. Elliott good on the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And it'll be an excellent return as he's all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got a man. It's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Jalen Waddle, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Titans are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you score once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Now Hurts changing up the play.
63.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And nothing much materializing there in the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll look to throw here.
Now Hurts is going to do it himself.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, Barkley. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
At the 38-yard line.
Crowd left, Daddy. Oh, it's Silver, ready? 73.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Rush coming in, he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
30-yard line.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Throwing is Hurts.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Easy, 63, back.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hurts.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. While the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering, and now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room.
That tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
To throw, here's Ward.
That's into the hands of Iomanner.
Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. A final shot before break. More. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end is going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
Ward now. A final shot before break. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And it takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
That's good.
To the air again, Ward. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. Evades him at the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to run.
Throwing is Ward. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. They go play action with Ward. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Interesting, a chip shot field goal here would give them the lead, but instead, they're going on fourth down. He'll try to do it himself, and he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Cam Ward with his third touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. And with a successful two-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
63. Crowd left, Yanni.
Here's Hurts to throw. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And down he'll go at the 25. Give him 9 yards on the second down screen play. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And taken right on the 30. Pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really high level.
They've been hot so far. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Ward. And it's caught. Touchdown. Kevontae Turpin, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Titans go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by York is up and good. And a lead now to 14. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. These guys definitely hoping appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. They'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. Third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Now Hurts, he's going to do it himself. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The Eagles send out their punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Taking it about the 36. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Throwing now, Ward. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
They go play action with Ward. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook, They can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready?
Play fake, Ward. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll try and do this himself. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. It's a big play there for Tennessee. 47 yards. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Come on, come.
Here's Ward. And that is incomplete. Cade York on now for the field goal. York able to send this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's going to go up top again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And where they are on the scoreboard almost dictates taking this big shot and trying to get right back into the game. They took it there and couldn't connect. Despite the defense being ready, go ahead and force it downfield. See what you can get.
From the gun, it's Hurts. He's going to let it go again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Taken from just outside the 30. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Let's go now. Ready.
Pollard will take it up the gut. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.